my wife. This is my story about Alzheimer's disease and dementia. In 2020, I got lost on my way home from work. I used to take the same path every day on my bicycle, and it was basically one dog leg. I'd go up to a street, turn left, and I could ride all the way home from there. I got to an intersection, and I completely lost where I was. I knew something wasn't right. I panicked. A couple of weeks later, I was working. I worked at a semiconductor software company with offices globally, and I had a team of people that worked for me in the UK and in Australia. And we had a problem at work. It was a pretty significant problem, and so I had the team come together, and we worked through this problem for about a week, and it was all done online. And the next week, during my normal staff meeting, we were going around the table, and it got to me, and I said, well, I think we really need to start working on this particular problem. And everybody in the room just kind of froze and stared at me, and they couldn't tell if they should laugh or what. They said, Bob, you know, we worked on this for all last week, and you were there. And I realized that I didn't have any recollection of the entire prior week. So at that time, I knew something was wrong. I wanted to do this on my own schedule. I wanted to be able to have some autonomy and control. And I would say that that is the most important thing to somebody with Alzheimer's, is having self-determination and control, remaining independent as much as you can. I thought about my options, and I enrolled in a clinical trial, the Clarity AD trial for lecanemab from the company Eisai. And I went through, did the PET scans and the blood draws and the MRIs and everything else, and they came back, and the intake coordinator said, well, Bob, congratulations, you've been accepted into the trial, and my deepest condolences. And that kind of summed up my experience with dementia so far. That you kind of are mourning for yourself, and it's hard, and you want to regain control. So I was in the trial for 18 months, learned that I was in the placebo group, so all the poking and prodding and testing and infusions and whatnot were just so I could be a control subject. But they did move me into what they call the open label extension. And that allowed me to get the drug and continue with the tests. As a result of being in that clinical trial, the drug was approved. It's called lecanemab, and it's marketed under the name Leqembi now. The PET scans were approved for early diagnosis. Actually, I have a pacemaker, which is related to my dementia. And so they had to come up with a procedure for dealing with a pacemaker in the MRIs. So they worked that out for me. So that was another win. And then, as part of the open label extension, they put me on what they called the subcutaneous injection. So instead of having to get an infusion, I could just jab myself in the gut once a week. And so that got approved. So again, my theme of taking control of my own life, staying in control, I contributed something by having this terrible disease. I knew that socialization was very important. I looked for it. There aren't a lot of social programs for people with early onset dementia. There was almost no help at all in dealing with working with dementia. What were the accommodations? What were the legal requirements? What would I, what could my employer do to me? What could they do for me? All of those things were open questions, and there was no help. I had to figure it all out. Figuring out my legal situation. Yeah, there was some help with that, but still I had to get my will and my living trust and the durable power of attorney or whatever. I had to do all of those things. Fortunately, I was detected early enough and I got treatment early enough that it arrested the progression of the disease. So I'm still here and I'm still with it. And I've joined some social groups. I found a peer group called Dementia Alliance International. And it's people like me who are trying to maintain control of their own lives. I've participated at Banner in not only the research, but several different groups. I've been volunteering with SCORE to help small businesses as a volunteer, and I've started my own little endeavor, a nonprofit 501c3 called Conexo Casa to use technology, home automation, and remote monitoring to allow people to live independently. As a legislator, I would ask that you vote in favor of any legislation that moves towards early detection. If you detect these diseases early, you can do something about them. You can slow them down. You can stop them. You may be able to reverse them sometime. You keep people who are productive, knowledgeable, and capable employed and working, or volunteering, at least being productive for society. And I think that's really, really important. I speak on behalf of all the people with neurocognitive disabilities. Alzheimer's is just one of them. There's many. And we need your support. Drugs. A lot of the drugs right now are not scheduled where they can be demanded by people and provided through Medicare, Medicaid, social programs, insurance cover. These things have to be dealt with. And there needs to be education and there needs to be support. So please do what you can.
I was before.